When applying to a job position, the first thing that I would like you to think about is that from a sea of applicants, why would this person want to invite me to an interview? And in today's video, we're going to answer just that. My name is Kuratulain and I'm a physiotherapist. And on this channel, we help students achieve their career goals and patients understand their body functions and lead healthier, happier lives. From my experience of applying to jobs to now being in a position where I am leading the Band 5 hiring for a well-reputed NHS service, and also being in the process of interviewing candidates for postgraduate studies at King's College London, through my experience of interviewing and selection, I want to share some insights for candidates who are struggling to get an interview invitation. So they're able to identify what they're missing in their application, what they're doing wrong, what they're doing right and should be doing more of, and just to understand the other side of the process a little bit better. So let's get started. For the sake of this video, let's assume that we are applying for a Band 5 rotational physiotherapy job at Royal Free London NHS Trust. Right, so to be applying, you will be filling an online form, attaching your CV and your personal statement. So now your personal details and your CV. That's something that you cannot change a lot. The core components of these two things are going to stay the same, and you cannot add things in your CV that you haven't done. I went to this college in this year, I got these many marks, I went there for my placement or house job, and that's about it. This information is going to be pretty standard and very similar for a huge chunk of applicants. The person sitting in office sifting through applications does not know applicant A or applicant B. They don't know who's a better person, who's a better clinician. So the way you sell yourself to them is through your personal statement or your cover letter. It is through this that you can send a glimpse of your personality to that person. So now, what will set your personal statement apart? And the one-line simple answer to this is a thorough research of the company or the trust that you are applying to. First and foremost, you need to understand the job description and the job role thoroughly. Then you need to look up the company or trust's values, their culture, the demographics of patients over there, their team, and you can find all of this information on their website or their social media pages. When I'm looking at applications, what I'm really looking for is that, does this person actually understand the job role? Have they any idea of what we are as a company? Do they understand our values or what we stand for? So you should alter your personal statement according to all this information that you have gathered. And sell them not only the essentials that they want, but also the desirables that they're looking for. When I'm looking at an application, I already know that you're a physiotherapist or a nurse or a dietitian. I want to know, why would I choose James over Nathan or Mariam? So use your personal statement to show that your values are in line with the trust's values. Why you're interested in working with them. How can you be a good fit in their team, and how can you be valuable to their service? And also, very, very important, why will you stick with them for a long time? Hiring is a very expensive and time-consuming process, so naturally, retention of good staff is paramount to a company. The adaptation of a personal statement shows that this person has done their due diligence and is aware of the job role, is aware of the company, and is seeking them to sign up for all of that. Using words like forward thinker, team player, leadership qualities, agile, all of this is really good, but what's also very important is giving examples of these. I would recommend giving 1 or 2 examples using the STAR technique to show you actually mean what you're saying. These examples don't necessarily have to be from your experience in healthcare. They can be from anywhere. The point is that you understand these qualities and they are a part of your personality. Along with your professional credentials and your work avatar, you also need to tell what your extracurricular activities are, what interesting things you do outside of work. Like, for example, do you paint? Do you play soccer? Do you like to sing? Do you play the guitar? This shows that you have extracurricular activities that keep you fresh and also can help you unwind after a long, busy day. Or even have skills that can help you in your work life. For example, if you're really good at graphic designing and you can work on, let's say, infographics for an outreach program. Now, another thing that you can do is that on job applications, there's often a nominated person of contact that you can reach out to for any further queries. But remember to be very, very professional and clear about why you're reaching out to them. This person could potentially be involved in the hiring process, and you reaching out to them can show your interest, and once they're going through applications, they might remember your name. If there's no such contact given, you can always look up the team on the website and contact a few people on LinkedIn. But like I said, be very, very professional, and instead of sending 6 thoughtless messages, make sure to send one direct, clear, and structured message. Now I'm going to come back to the CV. Like I said before, that the core components and the educational details are not going to change for any job that you're applying to, but you can alter the experiences to highlight the ones that are more relatable to the job that you're applying to. If we were to talk about the rotational physiotherapy job, skills like management, leadership, IT, team building, these would be beneficial for the job role. You can mention your experiences like any research work that you've done, or if you've been the captain or a manager of a football team, and then skills like Microsoft Office and Photoshop. And if you speak more than 2 or 3 languages, that would be great to mention as well, because if the demographics of the area match the language that you speak, that will be your unfair advantage. And for the core information, you can make sure that it's been displayed in the best presentable way and has just the right amount of information. Your CV should be a maximum of 1 or 2 pages, depending on your experience. Remember to not make a booklet of unnecessary information. All of your information should be in a correct timeline, and you can make sections of education, experience, and skills. In your work experience or placements, along with writing the specialty that you work in, for example, MSK or neuro, also mention what you did in that specialty, like for example, did you do manual therapy, exercise prescription, counseling, etc. Now moving on from things that you should add to things that you shouldn't add, because they can be a little bit detrimental to your application, like your address, your marital status, and your picture. Unless you look like Henry Cavill, then the picture should be the cover letter, otherwise no. And last but not the least, all the professional documents should be very, very well written. They should not have any grammar or spelling errors. And attach your documents in a PDF format and rename the documents to what they are. For example, CV-Sherlock Holmes or resume-Sherlock Holmes. Following these steps can help you create a good impression on your hiring manager, and this will give you better leverage over other candidates and increase your chances of being invited to the interview. Our upcoming videos in this job application series will be about preparing the interviews for different bands. If that's something that you're interested in, then make sure that you have subscribed to the channel because you don't want to miss out. Until then, good luck with your applications and see you next time.